Hello, traders. Gary Wagner with WFG Forex.com, your daily market update for Forex Gold. April 1st is here. It is Thursday. Let's get right to the market. It's currently about 1:30 here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and gold is trading significantly higher on the day, currently trading at 1125.78. Been as high as 1128, and we've seen a good move, about a $10 to a $12 move in the market as of current. For those of you who have been following and taking our trade, you realize that we did get long after this sell-off. It all started with this inverted hammer, and that two-day pattern that we saw was that on neckline, and we wanted to wait for it to confirm the on neckline was right in here. On the following day, we had a long white candle, and that was our confirming candle. We issued our buy, and traders who took that call got in around 196, 197. We had a couple of days of really lackluster activity, forming a small base. And then today we had, according to Kitco's news analyst, we had fresh fund buying and technical factors causing the market to go higher. A continuation in a weaker dollar fundamentally, as well as fundamentally higher crude oil prices. Now, we talked about a couple of scenarios. We have currently trailed our stop up, and we're going to talk about trailing it up a little bit higher on the weekend forecast. We want to see if we have follow through in Asia as well as in London and then into New York. Now, I am expecting a fairly quiet day tomorrow, as it being Good Friday, so that I think that the moves that we've seen should be significant of what we'll see in terms of follow through today. Now, we're looking at a couple of areas, and this is a critical area that I think we're going to find some resistance at. In terms of Fibonacci retracement, and once again, I'm drawing our Fibonacci retracement levels from this low around 930 and our record top at 1221. This takes us to 1133, 1134 for our 38% retracement level. There's a couple of ways we can play this, traders. On the first hand, we have been trading in a tight range where the market would come, test the Fibonacci level, come down, as you can see, test another one, test it, come down, test this lower one at 61. It looks like this is going to go up and test our 38%. Now, I've been talking about the fact that I thought after that we would, in fact, see it come back down and maybe test this area right in here, our 50%, or 61. But the key is this. We have to see how it reacts if and when it hits 1134 before we make that determination. It could, in fact, be a breakout to the upside. Now, personally, I don't see that. Technically, I will look for that, obviously, only if and when we get a close right above this point. So what we're going to want to do is talk about trailing our stops up tomorrow, and I'll let you in on where I'm going to be looking to trail it up to. I'm going to be trailing it below the low right in here. That's the area that I want to see. That's right around 112, and so that way we're actually locking in some good profits if the market wants to continue higher. The other way to take this trade is if we get a significant sell signal and it is at these Fibonacci areas, such as here you have an engulfing an engulfing bearish. Here you had a dark cloud cover. Here you had a bearish harami. So in each time that it did come up, there was some sort of a candlestick signal. And here, of course, you have an engulfing bearish. So each time we had these tops, we did get some sort of a signal that there was, in fact, a top. So how are we going to play this, traders? Well, what I'm going to look to do on our weekend review is to analyze where we are at in terms of this one Fibonacci retracement level. The other thing that we talked about in yesterday's market commentary was that I really wanted to see our percent D cross above our percent K. Right now, percent D is 134 to the negative, and our percent K is negative 3.64. So they're very close to crossing. Once we get across, we could see a breakout, and we'll wait to see. With fresh fund buying, what I really want to see is if, in fact, the market can trade above this one Fibonacci level. Now, if in fact it can go there, we trail our stop up and we continue in a long position. Where's our next target? Well, it's got to start right here at 1160 up to 1168.91, and that's based on this Fibonacci level right in here, and that's our 23% retracement level. So those are the couple of levels that I'll be looking at. We'll see where the market wants to go. I am certainly glad that we're on the long side right now. I think that we've got a good trade positioned. What's critical is, as I've talked about the last couple of days, we can absolutely only control money management or stop placement. It's the only thing. The market's going to do what the market does with or without us. So the one thing that we really have the ability to control is where we place our stops. And that's why I've kept them kind of loose, because we've had wild and erratic swings in the market. But at the same time, if we're incorrectly positioned in the market, in other words, if we're looking to sell the market, as many people were when we went long this market, if we're looking to sell the market, a stop is only going to limit how much we lose, not how much we make. So I think fundamentally, as I've talked about all week, we are on the correct side of the market. The market has bared fruit because we correctly diagnosed that. I'm happy to see a nice move in the gold today, and we'll see what happens. We've had this trade now for almost a week, and it is absolutely bearing fruit. For those of you taking the call, we're looking at about a $28 play in gold. That's $2,800 per 100-ounce contract. That's certainly profit-wise pretty good. So let's see where the market wants to trade. Easter's coming up, so I think we're going to see some quietness. Good Friday. But I think as far as this trade goes, I am currently happy with what I see, and we will continue to give you an update tomorrow for our weekend wrap-up. This has been Gary Wagner with WFGForex.com, your daily market forecast for Forex Gold. And as always, I'm wishing you good trading. Bye-bye.